Introducing new Moth Be Gone. Welcome back to WETT The Splash, the home of all your naughty little secrets.
We are live from the scene of the accident, and the death toll has climbed to a staggering rate.
Special news, folks.
Oh, shit.
Next week, we're going to be having on Mr. Back Nine Problems himself.
Yes, the man.
So if you don't like golf,
Kick rocks,
that's
bitch.
that's gonna be a rough episode for you.
Fucking
What are
deal
we
with it.
talk? We talk to him about golf.
I mean, like, we talk. I actually am kind of curious about it just because I suck dick at golf, and maybe
I'm
he
so
can
bad at
enlighten
golf.
me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like go to those scenarios where you could hear one thing from somebody over and over and over again,
Yeah.
and it never clicks.
Yeah.
And then you hear it from somebody else, and you're like, oh. And then meanwhile, the other person's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude.
That's how much my parents must have felt after all those years telling me to not be fat anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And then I heard
Yeah.
that one Joe Rogan episode 8 years ago and lost a bunch of weight. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck
They're
you
just
then.
like, bro, what?
Well, fuck you.
I guess just we're fucking tweedledee and tweedle stupid, I guess.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, screw us.
Yeah, man.
You know, when things start to fall apart, folks,
At
least you'll look good. Especially if you're on the Back Nine. Back Nine Problems, we've designed golf gear for the average golfer. Whether you're wanting to look like a pro or drink like one, we've got you covered.
Fuck yes.
So they're a fan of the drinking.
Yes.
That's cool. I guess that's a golf thing, huh? Is getting drunk.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, just getting buzzed in general.
Is it
Because you're,
like,
you're out there on that field for a while, I would imagine, right?
Isn't it like the 19th hole or whatever is like always a bar or something like that?
I think they strategically place always the last
Yeah.
two holes near the end of the course where, like, there's the actual hangout,
Yeah.
like, area, you know?
Nothing says like a University of California event than just day drinking in the sun.
Yeah, 100%,
You know, it's
dude.
like,
Yeah.
You might as well be going to like Davis or something, just getting hammered.
I mean,
and-
usually they smoke cigars and shit too, don't they?
That sounds
You
like a
know?
good time. That
like,
sounds like a good time.
I just that stereotype maybe is like
Yeah.
incorrect, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like I feel like that just makes sense.
I would lean
you
into
know?
all of them if I was
Yeah.
a golfer. I would.
Yeah.
I'd do all of it. I'd have the polo. You know what I'm saying? I'd have a cigar.
the bap rag.
I'd be cheating on my wife. Bap rag. Bap rag on my waist
Yeah.
at all times.
You'd hire two guys to heckle people the entire time.
Yeah. I'd poke people. I'd poke poor people in the chest with my divot fixer.
Hell
With the little
yeah.
prongs on my divot
Hell
fixer.
yeah.
I'd poke
You're
people
a
in the chest.
bitch.
You're not supposed to be in here, son.
Son.
This place is very
Hell yeah.
expensive.
You got
and
the cigar
very
in your
elite.
mouth.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just driving
aviators
around.
for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
you know?
driving
It's a
around.
cloudy day and you have aviators on.
Yeah, rolling around just judging immigrants on your golf cart as they're doing all the
He's not
maintenance.
from here.
that's
It's like,
right.
what the fuck? Shut
Look,
the fuck up.
Here's the thing: you're here to mow and mow only. Don't be looking around and shit.
Yeah, I wonder how many like golfers are out there. Like what's the equilibrium of really friendly, like down to earth golfers that want you to play,
Yeah.
and then the fucking just people are there just a fucking peanut gallery just to rip into people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like-
I think the latter half is just called professional golf. It's just those are the ones that are taking it seriously.
yeah, 100%.
Those are the ones who come in with like a low number.
Yeah, dude. But
Now,
dude,
so
these
let's talk
shirts,
about-
man, are baller as fuck. I know we talked about it last
This week we're gonna
but
do the-
God damn,
This
dude.
week I think we should highlight the Paisley
the Paisley
right here
Yes,
next to the
yeah,
purple.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever seen that movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
With Johnny Depp and his lawyer, and they do all the drugs in Vegas. And
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning of the movie, when he first checks into the hotel, and he's on like this super bad trip, and he's hallucinating,
Yeah, losing his mind.
and there's like the carnival scene, and he sees all the lizard people. This shirt reminds me of The Floor.
Yeah, it was like moving and trippy and like almost symmetrical in shape.
Yeah,
and
remember
stuff.
he's like freaking out, and
Yeah.
he's like staring at the floor, and like he's like, and then he looks up, and people have like a lizard head.
These are good colors too to pick from.
It's,
Honestly, like this is a nice design.
The shirt looks like a mirage.
Yeah, like you're just seeing shit for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's see. You spoke, we listened. We moved our logos around to give you more shirt and less branding.
Hell yeah.
We'll still use the same high quality, wrinkle free, and moisture wicking material we all love, but we made it better.
Yeah.
A distinct and intricate pattern of. I just realized you spoke, we listened. you don't like the brand very much, so we made it smaller and hit it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, actually,
Is that not what that just said?
That's a common, I think, like perspective. Though I've heard a lot of people say that they don't really enjoy wearing like branded shirts.
Yeah.
And if it is, it's like that super basic tee where it's like just the brand on like one of your nips, you know, and then maybe a brand
Small
on the
nipper.
back,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it, you know.
I mean, yeah, I don't want like a the size of a fist on my chest of
Sure.
like a brand, and then like
Sure.
the whole back. But at the same time, that is pretty funny. Just like, yeah, we listen, we hit it. We didn't, you don't have to look at the brand as much.
To
It
be
just
fair, though, when you look at a lot of these shirts and how good the design is, you know,
Yeah.
like it's like, why would you pick the one with the branded when you
Well,
have these really cool designs on these others?
Let's look at some of our other ones real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Let's look at one of the older ones that we know. Okay. The first one. The
first one. Yeah.
That one. See, that's not a
See,
huge
that's not
brand.
bad. Yeah.
See, that's not that crazy. There's another one on the arm over there,
Yeah,
but
the
it's not that
sculling
crazy
it.
either.
Sculling it. Yeah.
That's not, one on the sleeve and it's tiny, and one on the nip. That's not bad at all.
Oh, I'm fucking a Neanderthal. I just realized that it's like sculling the ball, like we talked about like 3 episodes ago. I'm a fucking child.
I totally get it
And
now.
it's the skulls. And
Yeah.
I
I was honestly
Christ,
wondering.
dude.
I was like, what kind of weird like Jamaican Halloween?
No, yeah, it's appropriate.
No, yeah, no,
It's
it actually
appropriate.
makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Very intelligent for sure.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
yeah.
And then the tagline: "When you're close to the green, but don't skull it." Yep.
No, it's when you're close to the green, don't skull it.
When you don't skull it, right? Yeah. Now,
No, he's saying
I
don't
am-
do it when you're there.
right, when you're close to the green, because then it's gonna go over the green, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, we're fucking so dumb.
I don't know.
We're
It's-
so bad at this.
It's
like-
breathable. It's got
Oh,
that
man.
4-way stretch.
Yes.
It's got that 4-way stretch.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Modern fit, wrinkle free,
if we
breathable.
can go back to the paisley, I mean, I see that they definitely had like on the flamingo, you could see it too, that they had the bigger logo on it, but
Yeah.
I didn't think that was too much.
No, I don't think it's bad at all, honestly.
But like on the flamingo or on the sculling shirt, it almost did kind of get in the way because of the colors. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Sure, I guess I can see that.
It's kind of cluttery looking. I'm trying to see why people would say it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the paisley shirt is phenomenal.
Fucking baller.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
wonderful. This is really nice.
They got some really good ones.
It's like taking acid at an Indian wedding. That's what that makes me feel like right there. Look at the stitch.
dude.
That's breathable, right? That's moisture wicking.
Moisture quick.
Oh, look at this! Look at this on the collar. Look at the collar. Tiny little brand.
See, that's good.
That's good stuff
I
right
like
there.
it for sure.
That's champion level.
Yeah, you gotta have the brand somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't just
Yeah.
not have the brand on there.
Yeah, I really don't know
Also-
what the malfunction is by having it a little bit bigger on like the chest.
Yeah. Also, by the tag there,
Hmm.
I appreciate not having a paper tag to scratch the back of my neck.
dude, because everyone just tears that shit
I
off.
tear the heck. And
Everyone
then you get a
just
little
tears that
hole
shit
in the
off.
back under your collar if you do it wrong,
Yep.
and then it's a whole to do.
Yeah, and it's just you have a fucking nightmare hole in
Yeah.
the back the entire time, and then it might stretch out and get bigger when you put it in the wash, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. blah.
Yeah.
You know, fucking yeah.
And then of course the purple palms, folks. If you ever wanted to
Dude,
sell coke
10
at
out
an
of
EDM
10.
event,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, just go to Florida and be a fucking, mobster.
It's a-
Just sell fucking meth.
It's a beautiful shirt.
Yeah, dude.
I
It's
think
actually
he's-
super sick, dude.
I think he's gonna bring us both this matching
I'm
shirt,
okay with that.
and I'm gonna wear it every Sunday.
Yeah, dude. This
I
is
hope he
baller as
understands
fuck,
this is
dude.
gonna be my every Sunday shirt.
Yeah, it's gonna be the podcast
Yeah,
shirt.
it's gonna be my getting grocery shirt.
The podcast polo.
Podcast Poyos. Get it.
Yeah, get your back nine shirts
Yeah.
here at back9problems.com.
Back nine problems.
Thickness, all lowercase. You ask them why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. If you really want to figure it out, you can write them an email. Otherwise, just use the code.
super
All right.
good.
So speaking of Poyos, I had a chicken-based nightmare last night,
Uh-oh.
dude. Okay,
Why?
so
what? Oh, no, dude.
let me say,
Do you have salmonella?
I've had. I hope not. I've had 3 hot chicken experiences this week.
Hot chicken?
Hot chicken experiences. Because
Like
here's
you,
the thing:
You got hot
chicken.
to
3
eat.
different times. this
Okay,
week, yeah.
okay.
Because so every week, I make sandwiches for my work lunch.
Fuck yeah.
Because to eat lunch in the Bay Area is minimum $20 to $30 per person.
Yeah, for a regular fucking
So-
size.
Yeah, so to just to be reasonable, I just make sandwiches. But last week I decided no sandwich, no groceries this week.
Chicken.
I'm gonna treat myself and just go out to lunch with the boys because I've been an installer. And the difference is usually at my job I'm alone all the time. Like it's just me trying to figure stuff out, just
Food
wandering
service.
around. Yeah. And then there's the installer kind of side of it where like you're always with people. You kind of always know what you're doing and like you go to lunch together and stuff like that. So since I was with people, I was like, and I know they're going to go get lunch. I'm just like, this week, you know what? I'll treat myself. I'll go get lunch instead of bringing one every day.
Yeah.
So I had hot chicken like 2 days in a row. Both times, fantastic. Different places. You know, I've just been sampling the Nashville hot chicken all around Concord because we've been getting a bunch new open ones for some reason.
Nice.
Like already, I can tell you right now, within the last few months of like 4 new hot chicken spots that opened within like 5 miles of us.
Wow.
You got Plucked. You got Hot Boys.
Okay.
You got Starbird.
Ooh.
And you got Angry Birds.
Starbird's been around for a while, hadn't it?
I think Starbird's the only one that's been in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Plucked is brand new.
What's the fourth one you said? I'm sorry.
Angry Chicks.
Angry Chicks.
Angry Chicks just got here. They're really big. They just finally got here, but
Are they a
they've.
bunch of angry women that making your chicken?
I wish. No.
That'd be amazing.
Instead, they showed me their true anger last night. So,
Oh no, it was them.
oh man,
Oh, no.
oh yeah. So I decided I want to try this Angry Chicks place. I've been getting ads on Instagram, which is the fattest thing ever. Is
Yeah.
when Instagram just
Yeah.
starts sending you food
Yeah,
ads.
yeah. You know,
Dude.
your FBI agent.
My algorithm is not tits; it's food.
Food.
All right, it's
Yeah.
food and like crackheads. That's what I get on my reels.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how I got it, but I got it. And so I go down there, right? And I always order probably the second from the spiciest whenever I eat something like that.
Oh, yep.
So like, you know, they have the adorable names, you know, like Way Too Hot, and then parentheses call 911, and
Oh yeah.
the hottest flavor you have to sign a waiver for. And I was like, that seems like a lot. I'm not,
Yeah.
even if it's not even that spicy, I'm not signing a waiver to eat food.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems like,
Yeah.
you know, that's why God.
I wonder who said that you should do that.
Yeah,
You know?
so-
That's
so-
why God was made to never select them out.
Exactly,
You know? Just
exactly.
fucking social Darwinism.
Yeah,
Bitch.
like you don't eat that food. If it's so bad that you eat that there's a waiver,
Don't
you
fucking
just
eat it.
don't eat it.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Like you can live your life without that experience. So I get the second from the hottest.
Just 911.
Dude, yeah, the 911. Dude, I took. All right, so the way that they served it, like I got like a slider, and then a chicken tender on a piece of white bread, with fries.
White bread, huh?
Yeah, and I can see why. Something
makes
to
sense.
fight the heat a little bit. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Sweeter bread, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh man.
Potato bread would be a good idea.
Oh god, just
Is that
thinking
making you
about it.
hungry? Yeah, it was salivating a little bit.
It's not gonna make you hungry once you hear the story. So
Oh.
I pick up the slider, and like a true slider, there's a little bit of chicken tender sticking out the side, right? So I bite that first. Immediately, my whole face catches on fire.
Oh no.
My eyes are watering. My nose is
Oh
wet.
no.
And like clearly, like this is gonna be a problem. But I just spent all this money, and I'm looking at all this
I'm
food.
not gonna fucking waste it.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? The slider's got like coleslaw and pickles in it. Why not?
Yeah.
So I take another bite. Dude, it was so hot, I started getting like anxious.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah, like that kind of hot where like, because I like spicy food.
Yeah, yeah.
And like there's
Me
that
too.
there's that moment where you're just like, all right, this is pretty hot, but I just gotta wait it out. The waiting it out part started making me anxious. I was like, I don't know how long I can wait this one out.
Yeah.
This one's really fucking bad.
Yikes.
Dude, I took 2 full bites. That was my meal. I was like, I'm done. This is inedible. This isn't even food. It's a novelty at this point. Like,
Wow.
dude,
Really?
it was so fucking. It was so hot that like, at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I like bit my fingernail, and then started like going through it again.
Damn, because the anxiety with it and everything.
No, because there was like a little powder under my nail.
Oh.
A little bit of the.
Oh fuck!
The little
Yeah,
bit
you
of
got
the
like
season.
you get a little slap in the face.
Yeah,
like,
it's
hey,
like,
remember me, bitch?
Oh god.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah. Dude, it was so hot that like the whole drive home, my face felt like somebody lit their hand on fire and then punched me in the mouth.
Damn,
like
dude.
tingling, like my face felt swollen.
Yeah.
It was so hot. So,
Yeah.
And then I get home and like I'm hanging out with Bubbles, right? And I can actually physically feel when it reached my stomach.
Ugh.
Like,
Oh,
like,
yikes.
like I can actually
Oh yeah.
know when it reached.
Yeah, like
because
it's
there
a-
was that moment where it was kind of stuck in the esophagus,
Uh-huh.
and then it went away for a little while, and then like 30 minutes later, stomach starts getting real warm.
Yeah, yeah. You
Real,
can literally
like-
feel a bomb
Yeah,
just make it down
ulcers
to the
forming
acid.
like the coral reef, just on top of each other, like kind of like when a cell
Just blooming
is in-
open.
It's like when cells get like exposed to radiation, they start blistering.
Oh
and
yeah.
exploding
Oh
and
yeah.
mutating.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I felt like was happening to my
Jesus.
stomach. I texted my girl. I was like, I'm afraid to go to bed. Like I don't.
I might not wake up, man.
Yeah, dude.
I love you.
Yeah, so I go to bed, dude. I pass out, and I have just the worst nightmares.
Oh no!
Chicken-based nightmares.
Chicken-based nightmares.
I think the hot chicken was.
That's the name of the episode.
Chicken-based nightmares.
Yep.
Dude,
I'm writing that down.
I think the hot chicken was literally so spicy that like just evil was in my body, so my brain created evil even while I was sleeping.
You're just going through fucking traumas right now.
Yeah, dude. I dreamt I had one of those ultra realistic, like really sad nightmares. Like I had a dream that somebody came and told me that Mark was dead.
Oh fuck.
And my whole dream is like the days after. Essentially, like like my dream, like it felt like it took part of in like a whole week's time.
Yep.
So it's like there's the day I get it, then there's a part of the dream where it's like a day after, then there's a few days after, then there's the funeral,
getting like segments.
then
right?
there's the after the funeral, right? And like it felt so real, like and like I'm crying in my dreams and stuff like that, and then you wake up like it was the kind of like I woke up and I didn't feel good.
Yep.
Like emotionally, I was drained.
I've had those before.
Yeah, like it felt like I'd been crying all night. Like I literally was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, anxious.
There's
and,
no
like,
more
emotionally
dopamine left
upset.
in my brain. Like it's all just dumped on the thought of Mark being dead.
That's so scary, bro.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I started to think of like, like thinking like in the form of like movies. And and then I wondered if you do this. Do you ever have a moment in your life where you're in a moment, right? With like multiple people, maybe just yourself, but like there's like a scene playing out, right? And you relate it to a movie, and then you think to yourself, what would your character in that movie do? And then do that. Right? Like here, let me give you a good example. So, I grew up watching tons of fucking movies, right? So there's like the idea, especially like rom-coms, anything comedy. So there's always like the moral good guy. So in my life, I feel like there's been like most of the time the decisions I make are morally right.
Right.
Even if they end up fucking me over, I'd always rather step in front of bullshit than let other people deal with bullshit.
That's a good man.
And I feel like a lot of the times it's because like I think to myself, like, well, I'm that movie character.
Yeah.
I'm the good one, and the good one would sacrifice himself for this. That's how it plays in the movies, and that's how you do it. Right? And then it plays out like a movie. Like, do you ever have the small realization for a moment that this is like a movie, and how would I do it like a movie?
I don't think so, actually. You know,
Or
I don't think I've made that parallel before.
Do you ever make, like, scenes in your own head around a situation?
Oh yeah. I mean,
like
I'll
a full
definitely-
movie scene.
I'll definitely place myself in situations in my head when my mind's wandering, you know, and what I would do, you know.
But all right, so like there was when I was going to see EJ when he was dying. There was a part where I came in way before anybody else that day. Like I figured out when visitation was. I showed up 30 minutes before that. And I go into the neuro ICU, and he's in his bed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to him, and like, you know, he's in a coma. He's 3 days away from death.
Yeah.
So there's no talking back, but I'm talking to him, right? As if he can hear me. And every now and then, like, you know, his foot would kick or you would twitch or something like that. But then I found myself almost in this scene. I sat at the edge of his bed for a minute while I was telling him a story. And I almost saw like a scene where like he's sitting next to me in ghost form, talking to me while we're sitting next to his body. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you do that in your head? Like that's
no, not actively. No.
Okay. See, like actively, I literally was like thinking about like what he would say, and then I was able to like daydream the idea that like he's talking to me now. And this is what it would look like. You know what I'm saying? If this was a movie, you know, it would be like the astral projected white version of him that's kind of glowing and almost see-through. And
smiling, laughing back.
You're talking to him, and he's not talking to you, but his astral projection is, and you can't hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like his soul is sitting there being like, responding, but, you know, in the reality that you don't hear any of that. You're still just talking to like a limp body. Like, do you do those in your head?
again, not actively, no. Like, it's always, if I am thinking of scenarios, it's usually when I'm in a passive state doing something else, my mind just wanders, you know? But in those scenarios, my brain just kind of active and moving, Yeah. I guess. I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about it, but I don't think I do that per se, you know? But I can get behind, like, the whole visualizing something,
Yeah.
But you just do it actively, from what it sounds like, right? Like in the moment more than anything.
I think in the moment. I mean, obviously, like there's when you're by yourself in the shower and your brain is there's no distractions,
right? The mind wanders.
More of that, but like, no, I find myself sometimes like in the moment, like almost like The Shine had described an acid trip once, where he felt like everybody around him was an actor and they were shooting a scene. And he kept waiting for somebody to say cut. But it never came because they weren't shooting a scene.
Yeah, it's life. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's wild.
I feel like sometimes I have those moments. Not that I feel like everybody's acting.
Right.
But like this is a scene. What does my character do? My character is a good one, so I should choose the good path.
Yeah, you start falling into a narrative almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like if I'm going to live that rom-com life, then I'm going to be that rom-com character. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like it becomes less about like what I want and what my gut morally is telling me to do.
Sure, yeah.
And then I use the movie as the reason or as the example.
Yeah, your reference really.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
and you're going off instincts.
It's like, well, I mean, if my life is a movie, which how most people feel, their life's a movie, they're the main character. Well, this is the character that I was trying to be, so I guess I'll do that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's interesting for me to kind of think about that, just because, like, I think my mentality or my mental has always been like, I guess in the movie metaphor backdrop, like, I guess I'm the director.
Okay.
Like, I usually don't see myself as an actor, more as the one that's turning the gears.
Okay,
in the background, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
I guess, like, again, I'm not thinking about it actively, but if I were to kind of like again go with this metaphor or this like theme, it's my actions might be based off how I want to like guide the events in a way, like, so I'll probably do things that create reactionary scenarios down the line. I can't think of an example per se because again I don't really like actively think about this, but I'd say probably I'm the one that's not making decisions for the character, for the scene, if you will, but more so making decisions that will influence the whole thing, and move it in a different direction.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very in the character. Yeah, like
I'll try and break the ice, for example, if tension's weird, not because like, oh, I'm going to be the character that that breaks the tensions and everyone feels good, but no, it's more like I want to break this tension so that the whole event can move on or the whole scenario can move on.
Yeah,
like I'm pushing the scenes, I guess. Whereas you're ingesting the scenes in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's like I'm playing to them.
Yeah, there you go. That's
it's like
yeah.
It's like, you have that moment where selfishly, something happens and you go, I don't have to involve myself with this.
So Mike needs me in his trips for me to go, all right, cut. It's a wrap. Let's go. Move on. Scene 5.
He needs to stay the fuck away from me because I'll lead him down the rabbit hole, dude. Like, no, man, this is a movie. Where are we going?
Yeah. So this gave you
You're the bad guy.
with your hot Nashville chicken,
Yeah.
So like, where you were getting like dreams that were super vivid for yourself, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And they were bad. You know, it's just like the thought of Mark dying.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
There was a moment when I woke up this morning and I was like, he better be alive.
Oh, yeah.
Like if my brain made me think that for no reason, like I haven't seen Mark in him since the wedding, like for no reason.
There better not be some instinct fucking.
He wasn't on my mind or nothing. Like all of a sudden, like there's gonna be some sixth sense where I thought about it and then it turns out it's true.
Yeah.
I'll kill 11 other people.
I
don't give a fuck.
Pure rage.
Yeah, dude. Like no, Mark doesn't die yet.
That's like supervillain origin story. Dude.
Yeah, dude. No, Mark doesn't get to die yet. I'd murder. But those dreams, I've had that dream like with my mom dying.
Yeah, me
too.
What I'm
saying? Like,
everyone's had those. I think before.
And I've had the dream about Mark dying more than once. I guess he just means that much to me. But like, I've had the dream where I'm speaking at the funeral. Have you had those?
No,
dude. I've had to like more than once. I've had to like, what would I say? You know, because I'm the speech maker. You know, that's my.
That's your thing. Yeah,
I like making the speech.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Funeral, wedding, birthday. It really doesn't matter. I like making the speech. You know, I like writing it. I feel like I'm again just like a movie. I'm really good at just putting together those stereotypical right things to say in a speech that makes it sound good.
Yeah, and it makes people feel good.
Yeah, and I like to memorize it. I don't fucking write it down and read from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I like to
just shifting papers and shit.
yeah, and like you know, like I'll do the speech to myself quietly in front of a stopwatch.
Yeah,
Over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
You know, because I want to know how long it takes. I want to see if I can get to the end without fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time it comes to do the speech, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
So I've had the dreams of like doing a very solid, like really good funeral speech, like for Mark, for you, for my mom.
Yeah, your
like,
brain's trained. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it knows. It's like, man, this is gonna suck, but you're gonna have a fire speech. Dude. You're gonna be killing it.
You know,
on
in
that,
a
like,
way,
on
I
that
feel like
day.
that's like a coping mechanism for you.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like it's in a way, it's helping you accept that trauma. You know, because
Yeah.
no one wants their best friend or their best like their closest family member or whatever to pass. You know.
No, of
everyone
course.
processes. Some people process it in such a way where their mind and emotionally just collapse. You know.
Yeah.
Some people like go for like the speech to kind of alleviate not only their tensions, you know, on like the feelings of pain, you know, because like you're not only just like releasing the people around you by good humor and you know remembrance, right?
Yeah.
You know, but you're also kind of putting your mind in a place to accept the good and that this is super fucking shitty.
Yeah.
But it's a reminder of how much the good outweighed this one shitty
Yeah.
fucking, you know, it's inevitable. Everyone's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just
But
it's just
also-
part of life, you know.
But also for weddings, you know, like I like being again that movie character that has that speech at the wedding, that like the one that kills it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like I like being that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
dude,
Like,
yeah.
like I fucking
The feeling of people going like, great job, you know, pat on the back and everything afterwards.
Yeah.
You're like, yes. You know? Yeah, 100%.
And like at the same time, I don't do that shit like on Facebook.
sure.
Like here, I think that's the interesting thing is like I am that guy until social media comes around.
Yeah.
And then I am not that guy. I think there's a weird disconnect for me where making a speech at a funeral about my dead friend feels right and good, and I'm sending them off in a good way. Making a speech on Facebook about my dead friend is
Yeah.
like, look at me, I'm sad today.
Yeah.
Don't you guys wondering why I'm so sad? You know what I'm saying? Don't you?
Yeah.
You guys should
I
be
guess
worried
I could
about
see
me.
that. Well, I mean,
Like I remember. Okay, so when my buddy Skip died,
yeah.
I did like a 3-paragraph thing on Facebook. Because I fucking, you know, I was in the middle of a work shift, couldn't believe it. Still a little younger, still using Facebook. And like his family saw it and they put it in his obituary, like in the pamphlet and everything like that.
Yeah.
Super nice. Same time, within a few days, I was like, I feel like an asshole for writing that.
Yeah, I think
You know?
social media is
'Cause
like,
it's like
there's a time and place thing, you know?
Also, I think it's the likes and the comments. It's like it feels weird getting likes on a speech about your dead friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it also, and it's poisonous because people go, "How many likes did I get?"
Sure.
How many
It
comments?
becomes about the number, less about like the
Yeah, and
the
that
meaning.
that
you know?
feels dirty.
Yeah,
Like, and it's so disingenuine that like, and Mark does it too, which is really interesting. Mark's the kind of guy, before he makes like a speech or a statement or posts a selfie even, it always starts with, I normally don't do this.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want the attention, because he doesn't want to look like that guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's just like, I mean, I fucking hate you, Facebook, but here's a picture of my summer.
Yeah.
You know, he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I totally get it, where I'm just like, yeah, like I don't really want this attention from you guys, but I'm putting this up here to document it, I guess.
Sure.
Like for the family and
Sure.
like
Yeah.
to look back in memories and shit. But like, I'm not really here for you guys to like give me a bunch of likes and tell me how cool that was.
Yeah. Maybe just because it feels adolescent now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's probably what it is. Like, because, like, with the speeches at a funeral or at a wedding or, you know, maybe a
Bar mitzvah.
It's like,
Shoes.
it's all about you're in a place of celebration, you know, like, so it's more appropriate for people to have speeches about stuff and like hype each other up and everything because everyone's there to have a great time, feel good. Whereas Facebook, it's just people living everyday life, you know?
Yeah.
And usually the things about talking about, oh, look at me, like I'm doing these crazy things and stuff like that, like, it's fine to feel good about yourself, you know, and post that. But it's like, I think the problem, this is a different kind of side of the conversation, is the problem with people who like post continually about like day to day, day in, day out, maybe even weekly about like all the different things they're doing and how excited they are and how privileged they are. It's
or
like
the opposite, how shitty they have it and how fucked
or
up
how hard their life is and everything. It's like, I think it just comes off adolescent because of like the fact that social media as a whole was kind of directed at like teenagers and kids and
we were adolescent like, when social media became a thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So we hit it through an adolescent phase.
That market was for us as kids, you know.
Because now I'd say like Facebook's for olds.
Yeah,
older than us old. You know what I'm saying? Because we may have discovered Facebook young, but realistically, it's not for like, I don't think 16-year-olds are treating the Facebook the same way that we did when we were 16.
Probably not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now there's a lot more like whatever you're writing on here is forever. So like, don't be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Whereas when you were a kid, it was just like, this is awesome, open platform, swastika,
swastika, yes.
Like,
sex.
Dude, like some of the comment section, like Mark and I used to do this thing where we would just jump onto someone's Facebook post and just in the comments start talking to each other and trying to one up evil things to say.
Oh my god.
Because they're like 15.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, who can say something grosser or more offensive? Yeah, like it would grow. And nowadays you're like, oh god, I hope nobody ever finds that shit.
Yeah, of course.
And now it's to the point where it's like Facebook's just for like old people, and old people fucking love it.
Yeah,
they love Facebook because now
back and forth.
We're seeing like the boomer generation getting stuck on Facebook the way that the millennial generation did probably in 2008, where it's their whole life. They're constantly on it. They're sharing, commenting, posting, writing about their day to day. And I don't know. I think it's like if you're our age and you're still doing that, I think something mentally is like missing from you. Like we have people that we graduated with that will go on Facebook every day and they'll
give an update.
They'll give an update, and sometimes some of those people aren't doing very well. You know, like they're suffering with addiction or not having enough income or family loss or other mental issues, and they decide to just put it out into the court of public opinion every single day.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
is it that you're depressed? And that the only thing that's giving you any form of like endorphin rush is seeing likes on the post that you made about being depressed? Is that what it is? Or are you getting validity by the fact that people are putting the heart instead of the thumbs up when they hit the like button because they held it down for you for a second?
Yeah.
Or made a sad face emoji? Like it just, I don't know. As much as I like to be in the public eye, that's like the one public eye I stay away from the most.
Sure.
It's like, fuck Facebook and all that.
Can you tilt your microphone?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry. There you go. Perfect.
And it's like, it's like I would rather be judged in person than on social media any fucking day for any of my thoughts or actions. Like, I don't know. It seems weird to me. Like foreign almost to do that.
Yeah. I think also like it's all perspective, right? You know, because like, I get what your point is like it feels disingenuous to you, right? So like it's almost like cringeworthy, you know?
Yeah.
Like though no without naming people because I just see them on YouTube and my heart goes out to them, but I also at the same time like they need to realize that social media is not the place to get help, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes those people don't have fucking nobody, you know?
Yeah.
And social media is their only place as an outlet, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's healthy to have an outlet to an extent, but social media is not a problem solver, you know? And I think that's, you and I recognize that because we have outlets to go, support us, you know? But the people who don't have anything really per se, I can see how they can get deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole of I've been putting out my like complaints and like my alarms to the world and nobody cares, you know? And it's just like, well,
start a podcast.
It's social media.
Yeah.
You know,
start a podcast if you want, you know, get it all out in an hour and a half every week.
Yeah, exactly. Just unload in like a diary and then you'll be fine.
But see, even like with this podcast, like I've never shoved this podcast in anyone's face.
No. Yeah.
I just don't like even that attention. I don't want.
If you're
on
lucky to
social
find
media.
this, lucky.
It's weird that you did.
Yeah, if anything, I'm more impressed, you know, that because there's no marketing to this whatsoever.
No, we don't got ads.
Diddly squat.
I don't really exist on social media.
Yeah. If you found this podcast, you're part of an exclusive group for fucking sure.
Dude,
you
I don't know where the fuck you guys keep coming
maybe
from.
20.
Yeah.
Maybe 20.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, I don't know. Like I think even if you have nobody, then who are you talking to on social media?
Yeah, well, I mean that's what I'm saying.
And is it all equally as fake that's coming back to you? This weird like whatever you're trying to get from these people. And also it's like, what do you want? Mm-hmm. Like when you, because I don't do that and you don't do that. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to think about that headspace. Mm-hmm. What do you want or stand to gain
validation probably
from going on? I guess. Yeah. You want everybody to tell you how hard you have it. Mm-hmm. Like,
or just acknowledge you in some capacity.
It's like, you know what, buddy? You are going through a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
What the fuck's next?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted.
Right.
Was somebody to say, I hear you and I see you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
You go on top of the bridge with a megaphone, plenty of people are going to hear and see you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's hard because, again, we're not in that headspace,
but,
you know?
But, like, even to go even deeper, right? You go on Facebook.
Yeah.
You post some 3-paragraph shit about how hard your life's going. Somebody comments on it. Hey man, I see you, I hear you, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm here.
I bet if you DM them individually, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because they're doing the same thing you're doing. They're putting themselves up in the front. Look at me. I care.
Oh yeah.
I'm here for you. I'm one of the good ones. When realistically, I bet if you were to come to them individually and tell them that, they'd just be like, oh, that's fucked.
Yeah.
And then not talk to you anymore.
I think it's a really hard realization for people, you know, that you are your own fucking anchor and you are your own ship. You're your own captain of your own fucking ship, you know.
You have nothing to gain from people feeling sorry for you.
Yeah. And well, it's
you just don't.
A lot of people, when they start to lose family, maybe they struggle with addiction, maybe they can't keep a job because they're a fucking piece of shit, you know, or whatever life scenario has brought them to a place where they're very depressed, you know, and the only thing they can think to do is post on social media for a little bit of validation to make them slightly feel a little bit better for that moment until they have to live with themselves again the next day, you know, like there's that depressive like hole that they dig.
That right there, though.
But yeah, go ahead.
You just loosely define drug addiction.
Oh yeah,
like to a T.
Yeah,
they're putting Band-Aids on it by doing this thing.
Yeah, 100%.
By getting drunk, by posting on Facebook, by loading up the heroin.
Yeah, it goes back to the original thing we talked about, that social media is not a place to solve your problems.
It's not. Know? It's not. And then it's not only that, but it's like for those people, like there's people who I admire that I no longer respect because of social media. Yeah. It's just like the fact that you're doing this with your time, it's like get the fuck up and get something going. Like I hate to be like that pull them up by the bootstraps kind of guy. Cause I mean, obviously there's people who are fucked like beyond all recognition. Yeah. But sitting there and crying and not doing anything doesn't really get me, you know, like I don't feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll feel sorry for you if you're struggling really hard, but you're still going forward. Yeah. I'll be like, damn, dude, that fucking sucks. Keep fucking moving, though. Like,
100%.
I feel for you. I see that. That fucking is horrible. And you're a good fucking dude for moving on. But if you're just sitting there like, woe is me, this is terrible.
Waiting
it's
for
like,
somebody to pull you out of the hole.
It's like, all right, dog, you know how many homeless people I drive by every day? And you've got access to a computer, so why don't you chill the fuck out? Like,
it's
you're not tweaking, getting arrested in the middle of fucking Concord Boulevard.
Sure.
All right? Like, you're at your parents.
Yeah. Life sucks, dude. I get it. Life fucking sucks, but yeah, you have to help yourself. You have to help yourself, because if you don't, no one else is going to come to you to try to help you. It is, I hate to say it, but it is almost immature to assume that somebody is going to come around to help you, Yeah. Like it really genuinely is. And that sounds harsh, but that's how the fucking world works, dude. Part of me feels bad for it, but I have turned away from old friends before because I know that they're just volatile, that they have, I hate to say it again, nothing to offer me. It's like it's definitely that shouldn't. It's like, oh, that's not how friendship should be. I'm like, for bullshit. Like every friendship you have with anybody, you are providing something to that person, whether it's companionship or like business partners or something, you're benefiting from somehow. And if you are nothing but a drag when you come in, nobody's gonna want to be around you other than people that want to fucking be a white knight and try and help you. And then when they realize that they can't get past the deeper problems, because deep problems aren't solved by simple like, oh, I'll help you, buddy. Let's give you some pep talks and you'll feel great. Real fucking trauma is not solved with just basic conversation.
And I think that's part of what I was digging at. It's like, when you're making that post, do you think somebody's gonna come along and be like,
Mr. White Knight,
damn, dude, that sucks. Here's $10 million in a career and a house. I feel sorry for you.
No.
Individually, just you. You're the only one that's going through it.
Yeah, dude.
No
one wants to be around a drag. I'm sorry.
It's fucking silly. And to think that adult friendship isn't rooted in at least 1% selfishness for each relationship. I mean, there's a reason you're friends with people. Obviously, it's because you get along. But also, if you can help each other, that's how the world works. Everything is expensive, silly, and technical, right? So you get friends that know how to do the different things, and everybody can help each other get further.
Yeah, it takes a village is more than just being friends with each other.
It's absolutely, it's silly. But Facebook people, it's really sad. I think you should I think Facebook needs to just be for old people to share their videos and comment on how fast people are driving. But I think if you're from
how fast people are driving.
I think if you're between the ages of like 26 and 35 and you just complain on Facebook every day, I think you need a new path. I'm not going to say kill yourself, because maybe you are depressed and maybe there is a problem. What I'm saying is that is not the fucking answer.
No, that's not going to solve
anything. It's never going to be the answer. You found a drug that doesn't cost money.
Yeah.
Like, congratulations.
If anything, you're going to cause more pain for yourself.
Yeah, because you're wallowing. And now everybody sees you as the wallower.
Yeah. And now you're going to be labeled. Again, it sucks. But like, what you put out into the world is what people perceive you as, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No one's going to see how good of an artist you are, how good of a fucking like welder you are, how good you are at this job. If you exude a negative presence, that will be your downfall. Period. Dude, it sucks, but you have to fucking acknowledge that. Otherwise, you are literally shooting yourself in the foot. You are turning people away from helping you who could actually want to help you. If you aren't just a fucking bummer all the time. People are depressed. I'm not trying to rant. I'm sorry, but I am ranting. Like I know plenty of people who are deeply depressed. And I don't give them fucking any kind of fucking leeway. I don't give them any kind of bullshit. I am as straight as forward as possible with them, because the second that you give them the, oh, sorry, buddy, let's do this instead. Oh, how you feeling? You're not doing any fucking favors, because that person has to develop the willpower to carry themselves forward, because eventually they're not going to be able to rely on anyone but themselves. I was raised to rely on yourself first, then look outward. If you can't rely on... I think the biggest fucking phrase that has stuck with me forever is your words need to have meaning. If you tell yourself, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, you better fucking go do that, or at least attempt. If you are the type of person that says, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and you never, ever try, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
dude.
Like, you are literally pulling a fucking trigger into your foot and go, that's fine. I'll do it again. Bow. Oh, why isn't this working?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, come on. You have the answer, bro.
Yeah.
What do you do? It just makes me mad. Honestly, it really makes me fucking mad, you know? Like, and that's not just traumas. Traumas are hard to get through. That's just life. A lot of people have the fucking mentality that they'll get to a certain point in life, whether it's a stepping stone or they'll get to even, let's put somebody who's not traumatic, you know? Let's put somebody who's totally fucking normal, you know? Like, doesn't have any issues, no anxiety, no depression, no nothing, right? And they get to a certain point in their career, in their life, relationship, whatever, and they stop fucking looking forward. They stop looking for the next stepping stone. They stop looking for XYZ and they go, oh, I don't know how to get forward even more. And I'm like, start fucking looking, asshole. You know, do research. Google's your best friend, motherfucker. Talk to people, weigh options, try things. Don't fucking just stand there. I can't stand it when people just fucking stand there. That's where my issue comes in with the Facebook. Like texting or what? Not texting. I'm a fucking boomer. Fucking posting. You know, on that shit. Looking for, because to me, the woe is me stuff doesn't translate as I have problems. It translates as of I have stopped looking to better myself. I have stopped looking to make things better or try. You know, it's not about succeeding. It's about fucking trying.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't want to try no more, why would anybody want to try and help you?
Yeah.
I am way more inclined to step forward and be like, hey, buddy, I see you're struggling and you're still fucking trying to go at it and everything. Let's see what we could do. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm way more inclined to do that than somebody who is just laying in the dirt, goes, I've tried everything. And I'm like, I bet you fucking haven't, asshole. You know? I bet you haven't. Because I probably could find some shit that you haven't tried yet, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes me mad. When I go, hey, have you tried XYZ? And it's like, no, but that won't work. I'm like, how the fuck do you know? How
Yeah.
do you know?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Well, also-
just because it doesn't match in your headspace, bro, come the fuck on, dog.
Yeah.
Come the fuck on.
Also, like,
oh, man, I'm getting tilted.
I know, and I understand that some people have like
This is my therapy session today.
I understand that some people have like traumas that they just never get over.
Sure.
But I mean, there's a difference between like I'm living with a troubled past and I've given up because of it. Like I think like the older you get, the more people that you meet that are not hiding in their ego like a child would, you know, like when you're in high school, everybody's kind of got it figured out, right? Like if you have traumas, you're an emo kid and you're weird and everybody else seems normal. And then you get older and then you become adults and you realize, oh no, everybody had something going on that was pretty fucked up. It's just some people decided to hide it for their ego. Some people were able to move on through it. And then some people sit on Facebook all fucking day.
Some people made it part of their identity.
Yeah. And like,
You know?
Even if you have a lot of traumas,
Yeah.
if you're alive, what's the point in sitting there and dwelling on them?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you have to live with them. They are going to suck. There are parts in all of our lives that we look back on and we go, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't have done that.
Or you
Or they
cringe.
shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you cringe
or,
hella hard. Yeah.
You know, and people have gone through, you know, anybody listening to this, there's somebody's always got it worse, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
who you are. I don't care what your story is. I really don't. Somebody's got it worse.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it easier. Somebody's got it worse.
Yep.
It's just how it.
It's a seesaw.
Yeah. It really just like you can be, you know, the guy who was the fucking 17-year-old that got raped by every teacher on the campus.
Jesus.
And then at the end of the school year, they hung you upside down and came on your belly.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
then cut you open.
Holy shit.
And then rubbed the cum into your wound. There's still somebody worse that has it worse.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking crazy? There's still
guess
somebody
so,
who's got
yeah.
it figured.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Somebody like, you know, the
Jesus,
teachers had bigger
fuck.
dicks or something,
Yeah.
you know? Like, there's always going to be some asshole who really got it
Some
compared to
funny
you,
some fucker has a
Yeah,
9-inch. Yeah.
So it's like, what's the point of like, in just sitting there and just wallowing when it's just like, all right, that's fucked up. Let's keep moving forward.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like-
I mean, like, I feel like I talk in circles on this shit, you know, but it's just, it really, there again, to your point, you made a point. There is real traumas that people need medicine for, or what the fuck ever, some serious therapy, etc. Right? But again, my gripe with people is the people who just say none of it works. I'm just gonna fucking wallow forever, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go and keep trying new things and eventually succeeding because, you know, the more you try, the more often success comes your way, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, if you come to me going, why didn't you care? I mean, you don't reach out anymore. Like, I'm like, dog, like, I'm fucking building an empire. I'm not going to stop for you. I'm sorry. I'm really not, dude. Like, if you want to label me as a fucking monster for that, I don't give a shit, dude. Like, you can come into my empire. Hey, Kim. You can come to my empire, you know, and join the fucking armada, and I'd be happy to let you on in, you know. But I'm not going to come find you and give you a golden ticket just because your life's hard.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not happening, dude. It's not happening.
And, like, I don't care what anybody who I don't care about thinks about me, if that makes sense. If I'm invested in somebody, like if I love somebody, like a best friend or something like that, I care what they think.
Yeah.
But outside of that circle, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, who gives
You know what
a
I'm saying?
shit?
So that's why I don't put anything on Facebook because let people perceive their own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let people guess how you're doing. They don't need to know that you're depressed every day and fucking losing your fucking mind.
Yeah.
If you didn't post that, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
They'd probably think you're all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wouldn't think that you're just some sociopath. Like,
Right.
Like I had somebody the other day hit me up and they're like, man, like, it seems like you're working all the time and like you make me feel lazy. And I was like,
Not really.
not really. I think
just
it's
get my shit done.
yeah, I'm just not on, Facebook. And,
Yeah. I'm not wasting time.
Yeah,
You know?
like,
You're
you think I'm doing a lot, but I promise you, I'm really not.
I mean,
like,
you've heard me say it before. Like, fuck, dude, playing a video game is more productive than social media now. Like, doom scrolling on TikTok or whatever YouTube, where you're just endlessly scrolling. You know, like playing a video game is more productive than that bullshit now.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's like I catch myself now. Like, it's part of the reason why I hate my phone. You know, like I hate the feeling of being attached to anything. You know, like where I just have to keep scrolling and I'm not feeling productive. You know, I'm like, I'm wasting fucking time right now. And I think, to be fair, I've been that way even as a kid. You know, like I had social media also, but like I filled my time with other stuff. You know, it's not enough to just sit in one thing and just do it over and over and over again without if you're not feeling any kind of growth out of that or any satisfaction, why are you doing it?
Yeah, for the likes.
Like, why are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, if you just get a little bit of fucking like response on Facebook, but then it ends there, you know, and you don't feel any satisfaction beyond that, that's a waste of effort, in my opinion. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like you're putting yourself through. If you think about it, just the act of posting your traumas or whatever your emotional state is on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever the fuck you post, you know, like you are putting yourself in a negative headspace to portray that post, you know, and how you're feeling.
Yeah.
So it's like you're actively putting yourself in a shitty situation and a shitty mindset. Even if you were there already, you're just you're stoking the fire, you know?
Yeah.
And then you get the post, you might get a little bit of dopamine rush for people fucking responding to you, but then it ends there. And I'm like, so you cause yourself more pain, stoke the fire negativity in your mind to get a little bit of dopamine just for it to fade away again, and you go back to your shitty fucking feelings.
Well, then, like,
do you think social media is the problem, or is it you that's the problem?
And
you know,
you get like 18 likes, but one person reaches out to you and you ignore them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what did you want? What did you want?
Yeah.
Was it that you wanted likes? Because you could just bite down on a rat trap and film it, and you'll probably get better likes than that. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways to go about getting likes on Facebook if that's really what you're addicted to.
Yeah,
because that's what I think it is. I think, like, unfortunately, but here's a good example: David Abadaka.
Yeah,
great guy. Went to high
R.I.P.,
school
bro.
with us.
Yeah.
Veteran. He was a soldier, wonderful dude. He also worked over at iHeartRadio, doing a sports show.
Sick.
And just one of the most friendly, charismatic people ever.
Big smiles all the time.
Yeah, and when he died, I was a camp counselor with him when we were in high school. So when he died, I posted a picture on Facebook of me and him in Teletubby outfits. And it just said, "Miss you, bro."
Yeah.
Like that's all it said.
Yeah.
He was a great guy. I wasn't going to make a speech on Facebook, but he just died. I had a photo. Here's the photo. Added to the tribute wall of photos of people who are looking through it. And then, like, I remember going back on my Facebook like an hour later, and seeing a bunch of likes and comments and be like, oh shit, and then like opening it again 3 minutes later to see if it got more.
Yeah.
And then doing it again and just being like, this is gross.
Yeah, it feels vile now. 'Cause now it's no longer about the fucking the meaning. You know?
Yeah, no, screw David, dude. Like, look at all these likes.
Yeah,
Look at all this interaction.
I guess it's like virtue signaling. I guess in a way.
Yeah, and
You know,
it's
like-
fucking sad. All these people need to be water cremated.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of which,
Anyways, this
have
is
you heard of?
Spent fucking an hour fucking bitching about people.
Yeah, I
with
spent
their
20
problems.
minutes on back nine problems. Have you heard of water cremation?
No.
Bro, I just heard about this the other day.
What the fuck?
It's probably the most horrifying thing I've ever heard of in my life.
You just decompose in water?
Yes. It's more like they just spray a corpse with a fire hose until everything comes off of it.
Oh god.
Yeah. Let's Google water cremation.
Like it's like a water like pressure, high water pressure or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
it just melts your old face off of your
Oh,
like,
fucking
skeleton.
hell. God
And then I don't
damn.
know what you take home with you. Do you take home like a fish tank full of old shorts? Like,
or maybe just grind up the bones or something.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Water cremation.
Yeah,
Whoopsies.
my roommates had like a guest over for like 2 months, and I guess her husband just died, so she went and the guy had to get water cremation.
Oh yeah, it's like a combination of like whatever lye is and heat.
Yeah,
What the fuck,
so they
dude?
put you in like a. This one looks like a pill, almost like a big tank, and then they fill the tank with shit that just like dissolves you.
Maybe it's like a solution of some kind. Let's see here. Yeah, they're like tubes, like when you go into those sensory deprivation tanks.
Yeah,
They're like those, like that like little tube that just fits your body. And let's see, blah 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 blah. This is great content.
the body slowly dissolves, and the bones, once removed from the chamber, crushed into ash and returned to the family.
Yeah, so it's a solution too. It's not just regular water. It's like a probably like highly acidic fucking something. Pressure apparently is a part of it as well as heat. So I guess that makes sense.
Type in water after water cremation. Type in like hose.
A hose, okay.
And
Let's see.
Yeah, here we go.
Why is water cremation illegal?
The possibility of water
What?
contamination from bodily fluids during the process. That doesn't even make sense to me. That the water is going to get tainted. You're killing a person with it, or you're melting a person with it. It's already contaminated.
I feel like this is like a very underrated, or not underrated, like a very like not common thing. See, aquamation machines go for around blah blah blah, about 175K to 260K, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Okay,
All
so
the
what
blah.
was somebody works for this or something?
No,
or?
so this lady went and watched her husband get water cremated, but the way that they described it, they said it was like a hose.
I think they're bullshit.
I think they're just
I think they're
old.
bullshitting. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what it is they put you in a giant fish tank and dissolve your ass.
Yeah, I don't see any kind of hose thing. It's just in a tube, basically.
Type in instead of hose, type in high pressure.
High pressure. High pressure hose. Nope. We
Nice.
just get high pressure fucking hose. Like
Yeah,
to get
no.
it from tools.
Erase just the word hose. Erase
Okay.
the word
All
hose.
right. Okay. Let's see. Bam. Nope. More tubes.
Okay, it's placed in a pressurized stainless steel chamber where 95% water and 5% alkali are added to the temperature to raise it to 350 degrees. So it boils you alive.
Yeah.
The pressure
that
is,
makes way more sense.
the high pressure is what's causing it to heat up.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, and then
Oh.
it hastens the decomposition of soft tissues and shit. No, that makes sense.
So it crab boils you.
yeah.
It lobster boils you
Yeah.
until you just become like goop.
Yeah, and this is the third time that why is water cremation illegal has come up now. Is this actually illegal and a lot of people are not supposed to be doing this? Like,
It's
hold on.
gross.
It is water cremation illegal? Question mark.
It's legal in California.
Okay, it's legal in California.
Nice.
Interesting. So I guess that would make sense.
So that bitch wasn't lying about at least going to one of these
Yeah,
things.
but I don't think she understood what she was watching, maybe
Yeah,
or seeing.
yeah. That's
I can't imagine them taking a hose and just
go to
fucking
the
jetting off the body parts.
Go to the top real quick. Hit videos on the tabs there.
Videos. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
No.
There's Breaking Bad. Wonderful.
No, keep going down. I want to see like.
Get water.
Oh, maybe that one. Bodies dissolve in water in this cremation alternative.
Okay.
Let's see if we get to actually kind of see what it does a little bit.
Let's see, let me scoot forward. Yep. Some B-roll. Somebody dead. Nope. It's another tube. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of showed the process a little bit. So yeah, it just boil. I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're dead. Your dead is dead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about being boiled seems worse than being just thrown into fire.
I mean, maybe because water is kind of spooky, like drowning is active. But you're already dead, like you said.
No, but it's like it's the idea behind it all. Like, let's just boil it all off.
Yeah.
Instead of just throwing it in this giant fire pit that we've already been doing.
I mean, it's probably more like economic, as far as like it's not expensive, the disposal. I wonder how that works, know.
Isn't it like the crematory? That's just like a big ass wood stove.
It's like just a massive furnace, basically.
Like they said, like most people, when you get somebody's ashes from one of those, you have like other people's ashes mixed in because cleaning that thing is going to be crazy, and they're not going to clean. You got a lot of bodies to dump. You're not cleaning that bitch every time.
No.
So I think what happens is like they give you like maybe 90% of the ashes, but then 10% stays in there. Of everybody. So at one point you're getting like
a couple specks of the people.
You're getting everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? After that first 100 bodies, you know what I'm saying? You're getting a little bit of. You're getting some artists.
You're not wrong.
Some children, maybe a rapist or two.
Fuck that.
With the children.
Oh no.
Hey, you never know. I didn't say they raped the children.
Oh,
they all got cremated. They're in a better world now.
Yeah.
For the child, it's all gumdrops and lollipops. For the pedophile, maybe it's
hopefully it's hell.
More gumdrops and lollipops. Yeah,
I would hope not. I hope they're being burned alive now.
I like the idea. Like if you're a pedophile, but you go to heaven, you just go to kids' heaven, but they give you binoculars. Yeah.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
You just get to hang out in kids' heaven.
Oh my fucking god! You just hear the
dude.
Fucking Christ.
I had a hearty laugh over a good old pedophile joke the other day.
Oh no,
dude! I felt all right. So I'm an adult male at the age of 30.
Yes.
So if I'm out and about and I see ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I'm not gonna like open mouth drool and holler at somebody, but if I see ass, I go, damn.
Damn.
And then, depending on the situation, you either get a couple seconds of looking, or you only get like a flash. So I'm driving with my coworker, and we're over by this like hiking trail, and I see mom ass.
Nice.
Right?
Real fast, yeah.
Right? So like I could see two small bodies with a larger one in the middle, like two children, but then mom ass in the middle, right? And I'm like, oh damn. And I look over.
Milf.
Next to her is like a 7-year-old boy who's wearing what looks like his leggings, and he's cheeked up, dog. He was fucking dude. Like,
oh no.
I told my coworker, I was like, bro, is that little boy wearing leggings? Because he's caked all the way through, bro. And then like he looks over, and we both laughed for like a good 10 minutes about it. Because it's a little boy.
Yeah.
But like the pants that his mom had him wearing just cuffed each butt cheek and then split down the middle.
Yeah.
You know,
good.
when you could see like the whole ass crack from top to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you could see the under cheek.
Oh no.
It's like, why is this little boy wearing this, dude?
Yeah.
Who's that for?
Yeah. Well, like any boy or girl, it doesn't matter, Like like
dude,
it's like, why are you putting your kid in this shit?
I've gotten into that argument so many times, and I'll never understand why, if you had a young girl as a daughter, that you would want her to be any form of bait for abductors.
Yeah, for fucking real, dude.
Like yesterday I was in the park, and there's like these little kids, couldn't be any older than elementary school.
Yeah.
With the lemonade stand.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Little girl's wearing like a crop top and a skirt.
No.
No. I'm not attracted to a little girl.
No.
But why are you letting that happen? Like, there are pedophiles. Like we know they're real.
Do you understand the dice you're rolling right now?
Yeah, like like with little boys, like dressing is kind of standard, right? You either have shorts or pants and a shirt.
Yep.
But like little girls like to dress like women because that's fun. You're being the adult.
You shouldn't be doing up a kid.
You're mature and all that. But like, I don't think a little girl should be wearing leggings.
It's inappropriate in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody under like 16 should have ass.
Yeah.
And I say 16 because in some states 16 is legal.
Yeah.
So for New Jersey and all them, for you it's 16.
Whatever hick town out there.
Congratulations. But like, I don't think like a 7-year-old boy or girl should be fucking caked up in leggings.
I agree.
Like I just
doesn't matter what fucking gender it is, you know.
You know, it's like, why don't you put barbecue sauce on them and throw them into a bear pit? Like dude, it's the same shit.
Yeah, you're just putting bait on a line and seeing what catches. You know?
Yeah,
like,
dude,
fucking Christ, bro.
It's fucking crazy. But then like you get into this conversation with like some like a female, and they're like, no, it's expression, and they should be. I don't see a problem with it, and they should be able to wear that. And it's like,
yeah, we shouldn't have to punish the children. And so I'm like,
it's like, are you punishing the children by not making them pedophile
I don't think
bait?
the kids don't fucking care, bro.
Yeah,
you know?
I think they'll be fine.
And it's like, why is your resolve be like, well, we shouldn't stop doing what we want to do just because other people are fucking crazy? I'm like, yeah, people are fucking crazy, dude. That's always gonna exist.
And that's the other thing is we do that all the time.
Yeah,
we the society runs as fast as the slowest person. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't speed or drive our car as fast as we want because some other asshole crashed.
Yeah.
I've never crashed. You've never totaled a vehicle.
Nope.
You've never ran over a family speeding.
Nope.
So why do you have to follow the speed limit?
Yeah, exactly.
You've never shot up a church. Why can't you have a gun?
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have to play for those fucking people.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but there are pedophiles.
Yeah, if you think of them as hazards, you know, you have to play around the hazard. You wouldn't blame the hazards. Like, why does the hazard exist? Why should I change just because this hazard exists? Because it's a fucking hazard, bro. Like, you can't. I don't understand.
Look, I can agree with you all day. I don't think pedophiles should exist.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we should probably burn them if we had a chance.
You know what else I wish? I wish that I was a millionaire. You know, and that I didn't have to do anything for it.
Yep.
I wish my penis was at least 7 or 8 inches longer.
Fucking tenor, bro.
Dude, I want to be able to almost reach it with my mouth when I'm hard.
I want to be able to slap somebody when they disrespect me.
Yeah, aggressively. I want to forget most of the English language when I'm fully erect because of all the blood loss. But that doesn't mean I'm getting that.
There goes math.
Like, if I had it my way, there wouldn't be a pedophile in this world.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, of course, dude.
That doesn't mean they're not fucking there. I don't get it my way. You don't get it your way. Don't dress your child to be fucked.
Yeah. Yeah,
you wear these clothes because you're trying to get attention, to get sex.
Yeah, it's like when you break down, like, I guess, sexualized clothing.
Yeah.
It's like you can't. It's like, I don't know. Maybe we need somebody who is a little bit more like informed on this.
Yeah,
but
we need a pedophile.
It's still. No, I mean, I guess
seasoned.
I guess just mean like designer clothing, you know, because a lot of designer clothing is meant to be flattering, you know, like or even just like clothes that like sexualize a part of the body, you know, especially in females. You know, it's like, what is the goal of this clothing? And you can't say it's empowerment. I'm like, well, what about it is empowering?
Yeah.
Is it showing features of your body because you're womanly or something, or
whatever?
What about it is empowering?
Isn't it the empowerment part of it? The fact that everybody wants to fuck you and you're choosing not to?
I guess, or I want to be attractive.
I have the power,
you know,
as far as choosing a member of the opposite or same sex to be with. Like, you're basically being like, I'm hot. I'm the one who gets to choose.
Yeah. Right.
So then if you put it on a child,
it's fucking wrong, dude.
Does the narrative change all of a sudden?
No, it doesn't, dude.
No.
You know?
If you wore the crop top and skirt because you thought it was sexy, then the little girl who's wearing the crop top thinks like,
oh yeah, it's sexy. You know, because I'm
popular.
wearing it now
this
too.
This is cool. Because she's wearing it.
Right.
And she seems real confident when she wears it.
Right. Because it makes her feel cool.
Yeah, because she got to choose the dick that she wanted that night. Instead of just going with whatever dick was pursuing her all the time, she got to choose one.
Yeah, and it's like if you can't come up with any reason why that clothing is empowering, other than it's like makes you attractive or it's sexualized or whatever, then it's like it's pedophile bait for children.
Well, it doesn't make you,
you know,
it doesn't make you look rich because you're wearing a tank top.
No,
or like for boys, like pajama.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Like if you go down to just like tank tops or crop top and like a skirt and everything, it's like you can get that like cheap.
Yeah,
you know?
there's no other power besides sexualized that I can think of that you're gaining.
Yeah,
as far as empowerment, like nobody sees a crop top and goes, she must be wealthy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, because like with a dude, there's the empowerment in like the tuxedo,
Sure.
right, or the fitted suit, the tailored suit,
right?
That shows like status,
money and status, yeah.
Which is that's the dude's bargaining chip when it comes to mating, right? It's security, status, and wealth.
Yeah, right.
You know, like those are kind of the bigger ones.
It's a good point. It's a good way
when
to
it comes into the dating pool, right?
Yeah.
And for women, it's a lot more of, unfortunately, it's looks.
Yeah, it's like femininity and like all that shit, right?
So it's like,
and that's not to say women can't wear like powerful clothing that makes them have status.
It has the same effect.
But 9 out of 10 times it's not a sexual fucking, you might look good, but it's not usually outlining your features. It's usually like showing you have status and money and whatnot. You know,
exactly.
like it's a different effect, right? In a way, right?
Yeah, like it has the same, like if a woman is wearing like a tailored suit,
yeah,
same thing. Like
power, money, same thing.
That bitch means business.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my god.
You know, she might be hell of attractive, but the clothes are not serving that purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave you when you look at designer like runways, we have a whole industry behind women and men putting on certain clothes, whether it's like bikinis or like actual like maybe they're fully clothed with the designer, and they walk down this runway with a style, get photos, strike a pose. It's still about that vanity, so again, bringing it back to the children. If you can't fucking outline anything outside what we just did, it's not for children, dude. Kids shouldn't be wearing clothes that outline features because they're fucking prepubescent. Like what the fuck?
If I have a daughter in this world, and that's okay, I would want her to be the least fuckable as possible.
Yeah,
until she's an adult.
Preferably, yeah.
Once she's an adult,
do whatever you want.
Please, God, don't come back with like a crackhead child.
Yeah, please don't.
But other than that, if you want dick, go get dick.
Yeah, dude. That's your prerogative, dude.
After 18, like,
until you're
an
adult,
you're gonna break your dad's heart every time you come home.
Yeah,
but go get your dick. Go enjoy the dick.
Because the dad knows what's happening too.
Yeah, because
you're getting.
I'm gonna
down.
know. I'm gonna know.
Yeah. But it's like
But until 18,
right?
I don't want to.
Until 18, you're my fucking child, and I'm going to guide you safely through this fucking bullshit world. And then when you cross the finish line, you can make your own decisions,
Yeah.
Like, I feel like parents nowadays are just fucking cucks, dude. You know? They just roll over for kids just because, my kid wants something. And I'm like, yeah, well, is that thing that they want volatile? It might be. Then don't fucking do it, asshat. You're the parent, dude. What the fuck, man?
God damn it.
So to surmise, that little boy should not be wearing leggings to be bait for some fucking like heavy breathing fat fucking pedophile. That's probably in a bush waiting.
Yeah, dude. If I wanted little boy ass, that would have been like the best day of my life.
You probably would have followed him around for a while.
Yeah, dude. I would have punched his mom in the back of the head and ran off with that little motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't stop him.
Yeah, dude. You get one of those 2-3 step like real big haymaker punches to the back of mom's head.
Bow.
Well, she's out
scoop
cold.
And gone, dude.
Little girl's crying, kicked up boy over your shoulder. You're gone, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like it's
unfortunately
and
you're
it's fucked up, but it's that easy. It really is. Like people go like, how is human trafficking still a thing? It's because it's really easy to fucking get away with it. With not even like the system might not be good at catching it, but also the world kind of has a dumb fucking perspective of not. Like preventative shit should be priority. You know?
I think there's like a disconnect that people don't realize that everybody has awful thoughts going on in their head.
Yeah,
and then 98% of us are choosing not to act on them.
The normal people. Yeah,
like I've told the story before of the woman who stepped between me and her stroller.
Yeah,
while I was out for a walk.
Yeah,
basketball shorts. Clearly no weapons, sweating. I'm there for exercise. I'm walking. We're coming the opposite directions.
Yeah, you're already dying.
And as we're about to cross paths, she steps between me and the stroller. For what?
Yeah, right.
Because if this situation was one of the ones where I'm about to take that child from you, you standing between me and the stroller makes no difference.
Not gonna do
me.
shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna put you in the turtle. I'm gonna put you in the pond.
Yeah,
you're going in the water.
You're not gonna be able to
no problem.
Yeah,
like it's no. I could probably steal both of you. Honestly, I could probably. I could probably clean knock your ass out, throw you over my shoulder, and then take the baby.
Yeah,
like you got to understand that most people are just not acting on those thoughts.
Yeah, 100%.
But that those other ones that are fucking out there and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
They're just not. We're producing more of them. The population's getting bigger. It means your chances for everything is bigger.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
there's more future presidents being born than ever before. There's more future rapists being born than ever before.
Yeah, there's just
It's
a lot of
because
us.
the pool is bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
in an
So-
ocean, not a lake no more.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's like, you just kind of, I don't know, like account for the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
preventative. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, that you need to have preventative measures.
You don't have to put
for
a-
your children.
you don't have to put a chain around
Period.
your child and
No.
hook them to your belt like
No.
a wallet, but don't make them fuckable.
Well, yeah, I mean that there's reasonable things that you do. Obviously, you don't lock them into your house and you never let them out and stuff. And
That's
everything,
weird. Yeah,
you
don't
know?
do that.
Of course, you know. But there's like blatant like disregard for dangers and hazards. You know, like especially with like the fucking fashions for kids and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, bro, like. You can do up your kid. Don't make him look like a fucking piece.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
and then
Please
there's
don't.
then
Like,
there's like
come on.
the same like mom that'll let their child wear like leggings and like a spaghetti strapped shirt, even though they're like 8.
Yeah.
Won't let their like 9-year-old son play like Grand Theft Auto.
Yo, yeah, it's too violent. It's like, okay,
What?
sure.
He's in
Yeah.
a simulation. You're sending this little bitch off into the real world.
Yeah, and potentially actually
He's
get hooked on something.
He's probably never going to have
know?
to deal with any of this.
Yeah.
She might get abducted if you
Yeah.
don't keep an eye on her.
yeah.
Like, you actually have to keep an eye on her.
That goes back to that dialogue too of video games being, oh, they make people violent. It's like, no, the parents make kids violent. It's
Yeah.
up the fucking parents to teach what the like that line of reality and like fiction.
Yeah.
You know, like it just,
Also, motherfuckers are violent. That's
of
just
course,
that's humans.
Of course.
Bro, the other day I watched, it was actually pretty sick. So it started with, I watched a breakdown move for move of World War One. Starting with the powder keg in Sarajevo with Archduke Ferdinand.
Archduke Ferdinand.
All the way to like Russia pulling out, and then the final couple battles when America came in at the end. First of all, I know that they taught us America comes in at the end. They come in at the fucking end.
Yeah. Yep.
They're like
And-
the
and-
last 4% of
Yep.
the war.
We took advantage of like pretty much all the weakened shit.
for how sick that we came out on the other side, being like America's number one. We really did just kind of
No,
show up.
That was a real, I feel like, genuine tactic. You
Yeah.
know, where they sat and wait for people to do damage to each other. You know, like
Yeah.
loss is loss. You know,
Yeah.
and then they come in and sweep everything up.
Yeah, we
you know?
we literally waited till the very last minute and then just sent an overwhelming amount of motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's just the janitorial force.
Also,
you know?
the last person to die in World War One was American.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was charging a machine gun.
No.
But so I watched this whole breakdown. It has like these animations of like, basically you're looking at Europe and you're looking at countries' flags moving to the positions of the battles. And then I watched after that a documentary about Alexander the Great. Dude, Alexander the Great,
Roman, right? No.
Greek, Macedonian. Alexander the Great. He's one of those names that everybody's heard.
Oh, he's the military conquest guy, right? Yeah.
Dude, he's one of the names.
Yeah.
No matter what, everybody's at least heard Alexander the Great. Just like some people have heard of like Achilles. You know what I'm saying?
I only heard of him because of Civ 6.
Dude, he was a fucking savage.
Yeah, tactician.
Like a little
Yeah.
bit of Tat's history here. He basically put he got one army all the way back in Macedonia, and he decides, you know what, fuck Persia, and he marched from Greece to India,
Damn.
and he just murder, pillage, fire, raped
all the way there. Yep.
through mountains, and here's the thing, right? So he had like his strategy was crazy, right? So like let's say he had about 10,000 dudes, which back then wars were like 5 to 30,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like a big army was like 20,000 people, right? So he had a sizable army that he was marching with. Starts in Macedonia. He's kind of hugging the Mediterranean Sea, kind of going up and down the border wall of it. And he's slowly taking apart like cities, just one at a time, just clearing the map of Persia out.
Yeah.
And then every now and then, Persia would send like an army twice or 3 times his size to kill him. And the way he would do it is in the middle, he would have the lancers, the people with the 18-foot spears. 18 footers.
Damn.
On the left, he had like his best friend who ran like a cavalry raiders.
Cool.
And then on the right, he was Alexander the Great with his best fucking guys on horse.
Sick.
So, and that was his strategy for every fight. They would win battles 3 times the size. And the thing is, they marched for 10 years.
Damn.
From like 338 or no, from like 338 BC to like 328 BC until they got to India.
Right.
This same army for 10 years was marching forward through Persia, getting into giant fucking wars, barely losing anybody because their tactics were so fire.
Amazing. Yeah, they were ahead of their time. Yeah.
Dude, like he would literally like there's this one battle, the Battle of Issus. Where
it was a cool name.
Yeah, and like it's kind of closer to the beginning of the Persians being like, we got to stop this motherfucker.
He's too much.
Yeah, so they made a wall from the mountains to the fucking Mediterranean Sea of Persians, just a wall of Persians.
Damn.
And Alexander the Great was like, oh yeah, bitch, bet. He turns around because he's already been through Issus. He turns around. He sends the whole fucking middle out at first to distract them, and then he uses the other 2 sides to wrap around and to flank. And it didn't even. There was that war had war elephants from India.
Damn,
and they won. They beat the war elephants out, and he chased the Persian leader all the way through Persia. Meanwhile, he's creating cities in his name. The city of Alexandria, and then. There was like I think like 5 or 6 other cities that were all basically something of Alexander, or Alexander something. Like even one of them is called, it's something in Greek, but it's like Alexandria Debekte, and it means the furthest of Alexandrias.
Sick. Yeah.
And like he becomes a king in one place. He becomes a pharaoh. He becomes a demigod.
Damn.
And then he becomes a king again. Then he marries a princess.
Hell yeah.
Puts a baby in her, and then just leaves her. Just leaves her in charge.
Yep.
He literally was just like, yeah,
hey, you have the lineage.
You
now.
run this country. My son will be the king.
I'm gonna continue doing war.
Dude, he got married like 3 times. He just for 10 years, dude. He just fucked and fucking murdered. His way through all of present day like
That's
Iraq.
Baller as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
That's baller as fuck.
Like I had always heard the name Alexander the Great. And I knew he killed a bunch of people.
Sure.
I didn't know that he went like fucking 10-0. His KD was crazy. Basically, on giant wars.
Yeah.
Dude, and then like there was times where there were plans to like assassinate him. They always figured it out. They always figured it out. They always killed the fuck out of the guy. And then he died because he just got sick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he just,
I'm done.
After 10 years of
fucking
intense murder, rape, and pillage.
I wonder how much longer,
dude.
Could you imagine if he didn't get sick and he lived for another several
Oh
decades?
my God.
What that geography might look like now?
Well, that's the interesting thing too, is because when he died, so now mind you, he taken over like what today would be like Turkey, Iraq, Iran, big part of Saudi Arabia, like the entire Ottoman Empire. Like he took all of Persia out.
Yeah,
he erased Persia basically.
He's like, bye-bye, bitch.
Yeah, like I don't know if this is pre or
the Persians just wanted to fuck with Greeks really bad, and they always lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is after Leonidas. Like this is like fall of Spartans. Right. He's Macedonian. He's not Spartan.
Sparta was only great for their brute war. They had tactics, but as soon as like cavalry and artillery and all the other shit came through, it was
exactly.
Over.
Yeah. So like this is like just post Sparta. Sparta's around. It's still an island full of people, but he's a Macedonian. Macedonians were killing it, and then the Athenians were really big. Athens was like a big place full of armies, but. When he dies, a lot of his land gets divvied up to just kind of people that were in the army. They kind of took over and made territories. And then that introduces Rome, basically.
Okay.
So once the fall of Alexander kind of opens up for Rome to start doing their shit.
Yeah.
And then they start to take over the map. So it really would have been interesting to see if Alexander the Great would have survived
Rome
to start fighting Rome,
because Rome became one of the most fucking powerful countries for a long time.
Yeah.
Because their military prowess was just off the fucking.
It was
chain,
crazy,
you know.
But so was his though, and that's the interesting part. Was like he was always grossly outnumbered and always barely took casualties.
Yeah.
The fact that he took one army for 10 years
And just kept going.
from modern day Greece to India, dude.
And I'm sure he probably added on to the army as he found people, maybe.
I'm sure, like slaves and all sorts of stuff for anybody who's willing to fight for Macedonia. But, I mean, again, at one point he's a king, at one point he's a pharaoh, at one point he's a demigod.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's easier to keep picking up people. But he also, like, all of his people knew how to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
also when you have somebody who's that much of a, like, icon to you, you know, of course you're gonna build an army that's like that believes that they're probably on a celestial path of like, you know, like they're on a godly path. Like our fucking demigod Führer king, you know, is clearly leading, and we're nothing but success. So, bro, we're the chosen ones, man. And how could that not hype you up as a soldier going into battle? You know,
and then like
you probably feel impervious yourself.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
and
honestly.
And what happens is eventually he makes it to like India, which was the edge of the world to the Greek. So that's what his conquest was for. He wanted to purge Persia and reach the end of the world. So he gets to India, and like all the boys, like they basically mutiny on him.
Oh no!
And like they're like, because like think about it, these guys like they've been marching and fighting for 10 years. 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just
to
even consider that, like 10 years on foot in armor, sleeping wherever we stopped marching, murder, raping, burning down. Like, because there were certain places he went where like he was like, "This is my town now."
Yeah.
And then there's places he went where he's like, "Fuck Persia,
burn this down,
burn it,
gone." Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the Hun did. You know?
And like oh man, I've never. It makes me want to like learn more history shit.
I was gonna say if you know the viewers like this history segment, maybe we'll make
history?
it more of a thing. You know,
Ted's history would be fun.
I'm into history too,
dude. But yeah, like I was just like mind blown. There was 4 or 5 parts of the documentary. I was like, oh, this is it. This is where they're finally gonna say this is where he died in battle. Nope. Every fucking time, dude. Yeah. There was times where it was looking bad, and in real time he switched his strategy and won those wars.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
he was master tactician. He knew how to like deal with like
he knew how
bullshit.
To and he knew how to like target generals.
To
make the armies give up and quit and run away and shit.
Or
like,
disorient them long enough to like invade.
He had like the main general in Persia running for his ass for like a good 3 years, just running away from
terrified,
him.
you know,
just trying to get away from him. And then he would gather like 40 grand worth of people, and then come fight Alexander the Great's 10,000, die, and then he would run away at the end until he can make another army. He was literally just fleeing deeper into Persia, trying to recruit armies. Finally getting a big one.
Guys, we gotta stop
losing the whole thing.
Yeah, dude.
And then going back and being like, anybody want to fight? I'm going to the next town.
Yeah, dude. I wonder if Roman like generals studied Alexander. You know,
they must have.
Like because of because again, like Romans were so like heavy on tacticians, you know, but they also like valued brawn and athleticism. That's like why the gladiator arenas existed. Shit, you know, like
and it's not like it's not like Alexander the Great was the only one who had plans and strategies. The Persians would have their sections. You know what I'm saying? Like all the war elephants here, and they had these cavalry carts, the scythe carts, where basically, you know, in like the old gladiator movies, they'd have the asshole on the cart getting pulled by the horses, and it's literally just a completely open cart, you know, that they're standing on. They would have those. They're called scythe carts, where it would be 3 horses carrying one cart, and then the sides of the cart would have like 6 to 8 foot blades on them. And they would just ride as fast as they fucking can through shit, trying to
through
take ankles out.
And it's crazy.
But those Macedonians, they had fucking 18-foot spears.
18 stab the horse before they get too close.
That's got to be the biggest reason that they took so little casualties. Is like you can't 18 feet.
You can't get near them.
You can't get shit, dude, and you're all getting poked to death.
Yeah, and they probably used the Sparta fucking shield wall, and then had 2 to 3 people holding the pole from behind, and you just you know?
You'd see pulls up, pulls down, and then a shit ton of shields. In between,
and then advance forward. You know. There was a lot of honestly like
all you gotta do is like walk forward and jab.
I don't know too much about like military tactics, and I actually know somebody that would be a really good guest for this kind of shit. You know, like he loves history. You know,
okay.
Like he would be a history teacher if he had it his way. You know?
That's fun.
And specifically, he loves the military side of history. You know, but anyways, like I'm sure a lot of the tactics from Greeks in general, like the shield wall, probably like stood around for time for a long time.
Oh yeah,
because Greeks, especially in Sparta, they were all about brawn, sure, but they were very good at advancing forward, you know, and covering ground and cornering your enemy first.
Yeah.
And then either making them submit or just killing them.
But not only that, but like there was just so few motherfuckers to kill.
Yeah.
Like at first when I was watching this, I was like, man, he's clearing through Persia like it's nothing. And then I'm like, oh, well, these towns and cities, quote unquote, that he's going through probably only have like a couple hundred people.
They're not tens and hundreds of thousands.
No,
like
it's
today,
like 100 dudes, and then he just comes through and he's like, either you're all dead or you're with me.
Yeah.
And he goes, all dead. All right, cool. Set it on fire. Next city.
Yeah, a couple thousand for like a large village. That's like a regular village, you know, because like there's like hamlets, then which is several hundreds.
Yeah.
Then there's like a small village, which is usually a couple thousand. Then you get to larger villages, which is like even more, and then usually you get cities, and that's where you start to get to the tens of thousands of people. You know,
yeah, like when he reached Babylon, that was like a major city.
Yeah, like at least 100,000 or so, probably.
But Babylon, he walked into as a king.
Yeah,
he walked in Babylon like no, because I think he had just finally killed that Persian leader. No, the Persian leader, the first one that he wanted to get killed, ended up getting killed by his own men.
Oh.
And then they appointed somebody else. I think it's because he kept cowarding and running away. So they finally were just like, no, you're not
kill him
fucking.
And fucking move on.
Yeah. But like, by the time he reached Babylon, like that's a real big city.
Yeah.
But like he walked in like, no, I'm the king now. I literally lead all you guys.
Yeah.
And he would go in and he'd be like, all right, well, like there's a couple Persians here who swear their allegiance, so you can keep your political spots because I don't want mutinies. Because some towns tried to mutiny and they got burnt down.
Yeah. In response,
hell yeah, dude.
Fucking punishment.
Yeah,
it's like nope, no second chances here.
But yeah, like a lot of these towns, like you'd see, there's 100 of you and there's 100 of them, but they've all got 18-foot spears. It's like, well, you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, next town. Like,
move on.
Yeah.
We got a lot more to do. Let's go, folks.
Oh yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, because this is BC era, so like. Yeah, sticks and swords and arrows. Like, that's what you got.
Yeah, some cavalry, like you were saying.
And I love the idea of war elephants, though.
Yeah.
I always thought.
How do you even train those, dude?
Yeah, I always thought that war elephants was just a Lord of the Rings thing.
Nope.
I didn't know that India was actually using it.
It's based off of India, actually.
Honestly, his greatest battle took people from all over the region. Yeah. Like, all over like the Persian states. So India was involved in all sorts of shit. And he's still fucking they had hell of war elephants. Hell of them. Yeah, he just tore through everybody, dude. Like and I don't know what you use a war elephant for. Do you archer from the top or do you
transportation and archer, yes.
Yeah, try to get them stomp on horses.
Yeah, I think the thought was that since they're so like thick hide and they're big, that's harder to take them down.
Yeah.
So you load them up with motherfuckers that ideally have range, you know, and then you just march them on in. I
would have wanted to breed mine since it was a baby pachyderm and only fed it flesh.
Yeah, to give it a taste for flesh.
Only horse or human
Hopefully
flesh.
Hopefully it doesn't eat you.
No, it loves me.
Yeah, you just to take care of it. Your best
only
friends.
Human and horse flesh is all it knows to eat.
Yeah.
That's all it likes and all it ever wants.
Yeah.
And then you ride that motherfucker into war and he's just snatching people off of horses and eating them.
With this big ol' ass trunk, you know. And I mean, like,
oh my god.
To be fair, like the Lord of the Rings elephants made them big.
They made them real big.
Like there's big elephants out there that tower above us, but like the Lord of the Rings elephants, I feel like they made them like fucking
buildings,
like 5-story plus buildings. Like they're massive.
Yeah.
So. But even then,
I think people were only like 4 feet taller back then.
Sure, sure. Well, the mentality behind like sending in this giant flesh fucking tank, because they were basically tanks, early tanks if you think about it.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's like, yeah, you can load them with archers, but as soon as that elephant goes down, all you motherfuckers are falling down with them.
Hella far.
Yeah. And if you don't fucking break a bone or like fuck your shit up, likely you're getting swarmed by something. You
God,
know,
I wonder how many people were
You
like
know?
aiming for the eyes on war elephants.
probably the eyes and the neck.
Yeah.
honestly, because that's the most.
My instinct always says to go for the eye.
Yeah,
Because anything that ever touches my eye is like a whole day.
it's a
ruiner.
nightmare. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
like I would be the one trying to shoot arrows directly at its eyes.
Yeah,
only.
100%.
Trying
They
to mace
probably
it.
shot at the face primarily.
Yeah.
For elephants.
Yeah.
Because if you can't see, then it's useless, right?
Yeah.
You're just running. They probably would panic, and But that's what I'm saying. Like, God forbid your elephant that you're on falls, and you fall off first, and it falls on you.
Oh gosh.
No,
please.
Or
Quick death. Quick death.
Oh, or suffocation.
Yeah,
like,
true.
dude, a lot of the military tactics back then, like, were so crude, but they had to be because you didn't have all the disposals that you have
yeah.
now,
yeah.
And it makes you wonder with Alexander, like, how much of the path he paved for Rome, because Rome, like, became almost, I think, for like a century or so, like a really long time,
Yeah.
maybe not a century, but a long time, they were the dominant fucking like entity out there,
Yeah.
both in military and art, in like they were one of the first people, I think, to develop the aqueducts, so running water all
Yeah.
across the city and
Yeah,
shit and
yeah.
everything. Like, dude, like they were scientifically and just socially, and like I guess in the art world too, super advanced.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like it might be just my bias because I'm Greek, but the parallels, there's a lot of them to the Greek Empire.
Well, yeah. Well, also it's like if you think about it, it's like he just wiped out all of Persia for them.
yeah.
You know
So
what
they
I'm
just
saying?
kind of waltz right on in.
Yeah, like
you
they
know?
didn't even have to worry about like this because now by the time he dies, like it's all just divided up into easy parts to take.
Yeah,
They don't have Persian armies anymore.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where Alex, we'll call him Alex. Can I call you Alex?
Yeah.
Where he came in, and like you said, like he either you joined his empire or you got burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Rome, I feel like, also had a lot more to offer. Like they were coming in and pillaging. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but they also had Jesus.
But they also that, and also were like, hey, like look how amazing our world is, and
Yeah.
the people like were way more willing to join that world. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot more attractive.
yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, we under a new ruler now and life's gonna change. Rome was like, nah, bitch, like. You're going to have access to all this new technology
Yeah.
in their eyes. We got gladiator arenas. Come
Oh,
check
yeah.
out, bro. We got events.
You got the pagans.
Yeah.
You've got a rich culture and like wine.
It was way more appealing.
Everybody was fucking.
Everybody
was just
It
throwing-
was like the constant like thing.
throwing pipe
Yeah.
and puss.
It's like, hey, after we fuck, you want to go paint? And it's
Yeah.
like, hell yeah. Is there wine? You bet your ass there's fucking
then we're
wine.
gonna kill a bunch of Muslims.
yeah,
A lot of them at a high
yeah,
rate.
dude. Yeah, we got God on our side, motherfucker.
Hell yeah,
you
dude,
know,
they don't know.
Like, yeah, bro, 100%.
Yeah, no,
dude.
I think the Romans will probably be who I watch next.
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be the Hun.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was like, I started like I looked through the channel.
Dude,
see
you
what
want
they
to talk about raping?
Oh yeah,
Dude.
well, I'd like to see the same person who did that World War one. They didn't do it World War II yet,
Oh, that'd be
but
cool.
I'd like to see a strategic breakdown of World War II like that because World War II was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Talking about modern warfare,
Chaos.
like the
Chaos.
the amount of like big names in World War II. It was like the Expendables movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all just like all the movie was spent on the cast.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. I don't remember if it was World War I or World War II where they like actually became such a problem they had to outlaw like gas and
World
whatnot.
War I.
Was it one?
Yeah, Germany was using mustard gas and shit.
people were like, "Bro, this is like a war crime."
Yeah, this is terrible.
It's like they're like, "What? Because we figured it out first, asshole?" And they're like,
Yes.
"Yes."
Yes, you can kill people. Don't torture them or make them ruin their lives forever.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'll make them puke blood forever.
Yes.
All right, folks, we got to go.
If you like this, let's talk about it, and we maybe
Yeah.
have a history segment more often.
Yeah, by the way, my middle name is Alexander.
Hey, descendant, bro.
My dad always told me it means leader of men. He never told me I was named
Ooh.
after somebody.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So
Fuck yeah.
now it makes sense.
Now we have to go to Persia and
I'm
start
gonna
fucking.
go rape a bunch of people. Let's go.